What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a lot of you have been requesting this video ever since we've done the Why We Cry video. It's apparently a follow-up video of a lot of you kind of not correcting but saying things that the original creator left out from the original video. Okay. So we're going to check it out, and I believe he goes through your comments or something before we get into it.
Make sure you smash the subscribe or follow button. Hype up this video.
A few days ago, I asked a simple question. Why do Americans cry when the anthem plays? I didn't expect what came next. Thousands of you answered, and you taught me something I got wrong. And it's something I'll never forget. We cry because we love the...
Before we get into it, it takes a real person to recognize that they were wrong on something, and not only recognize it, admit it to the world.
So, and he done a follow-up video as well.
He actually made a video on it.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Ratings.
And it's something I'll never forget. We cry because we love the USA. We cry because we are proud Americans. And we are willing to defend or die for our country if we have to. God bless the USA. First, if you've ever felt that lump in your throat and wondered if it was just you, it isn't. I cry every time. No fail. I love America, and I'm thankful for all those who defend us. But then so many of you told me the same thing, and you were right. I left out the most important part, the people. You left out the most important part, the reason the flag was still standing, because of the men who gave their lives to hold that flag up.
So a lot of you mentioned this. So when we watched the original video, obviously I read through comments here and there, and we questioned how the flag was still standing, and as a joke we said they should give was it Superman that outfit, like they should make Superman's outfit out of that flag material because it's so strong. But yeah, they said the story is the bodies kept the flag up, so a lot of people died around the flag, and there was the bodies, literally the physical bodies that kept the flag up during that war, during them being attacked by Britain. Crazy, man.
The flag stood because every time she started to fall, a brave American soldier would rush out of safety to hold up the flagpole. And when he died, keeping our flag from falling, more would rush out to keep her flying. I'll be honest with you. Those comments moved me so much I had to go back and make sure I had the real story right. So I dug into what actually happened that night at Fort McHenry, and the truth is even more incredible. It wasn't an empty fort. It was a star-shaped fortress guarding Baltimore Harbor. And that night, it held about 1,000 Americans under a young major named George Armistead. For 25 hours straight, British warships rained down more than 1,500 shells, bombs, and rockets.
Same.
The rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air. All of it right over their heads all night long. The British couldn't break through. Sunken ships and American cannons kept the whole fleet at bay, so they tried to pound the fort into surrender. And at one point, a bomb crashed straight through the roof of the fort's powder magazine, enough gunpowder to send every soul there into the sky, and it didn't go off.
Oh,
the rain,
wow.
The grace of God.
What are the odds of that?
Whoa.
That's how, when things like that happen, yeah?
That's actually made my arm shiver. What the hell? That's crazy.
That's again goosebumps. The reality is, for something like that to happen, it was written in the history books that this is how it's gonna go. Like, do you know what I mean?
Damn.
Britain tried everything. And from when that was gonna be the game over and it's stopped by the weather or whatever it was that put it out, you can't change God's plan. That's the reality. It was meant to go like this.
Yeah.
To send every soul there into the sky, and it didn't go off. The rain, the grace of God, snuffed out the fuse.
Wild.
And throughout all of it, the garrison did not break. They did not surrender. They held the line, hour after hour, in the dark. A small storm flag flew through the rain that night, and at dawn, when the guns finally fell silent, they lowered it. And they raised her, the great garrison flag, 30 by 42 feet, sewn by a Baltimore woman named Mary Pickersgill. And out on the water, a lawyer named Francis Scott Key held on a British ship all night, certain the fort had fallen, looked up through the smoke and saw her still there, still flying. So no, the bodies didn't hold the pole up. Something harder did. 1,000 people who simply would not fall. The flag stood there because they stood. And that's the part I should have told you from the very beginning. The flag still stands. And then one of you shared something I haven't been able to stop thinking about. When I was in basic training, a drill sergeant told me the flag doesn't wave because of the wind. The flag waves from the last breath of every soldier who has died defending the flag and the country it represents. I've never looked at the flag the same since. It isn't the wind, and so many of you said it in your own way. It isn't the wind that's moving the flag, it's the breath from the prayers of all the men and women who gave their all, that our flag would keep flying, high and free, and never touch the ground. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies because the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. May she never...
It just shows, because there's so many different people saying the same thing. Like, you know, it's a great saying to that they love their country that much and they believe that.
And you know what? It makes sense why there's so many flags in America because of this.
The history.
We knew the history, but we didn't know it was that deep of the history.
Yeah.
I didn't know, like, the bodies of American soldiers were holding the flag up.
Yeah, and they kept running.
I didn't know.
They kept running to hold it, and then they would die.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's so sad. War is, no one wins in war. It's tough.
touch the ground. Because for so many of you, this was never just history. It's your family. It's the flag that's over my father's coffin for his service and his active duty in 2 wars, Korea and Vietnam. One of you wrote something I'm going to carry with me for a long time. Why do I, a 72-year-old Jewish biracial American, cry? Because I remember my father, who was on Guadalcanal, my mother, an 18-year-old widow after Pearl Harbor, my grandfather who served in China, my great-great-grandfather who served in the cavalry in the Civil War, and the ancestors who came from Europe in 1643 and landed in Jamestown. I cry because they lifted us up on their shoulders and gave us this country, and I'm so thankful for every one of them. For all of us who have lost a son, a daughter, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, we know the cost of freedom. We have
a
lifetime to remember a life that could have been. Thank you for your service. We won't let anyone forget you.
It also explains why a lot of American citizens are so passionate about their country, because a lot of their family members have served and died serving for their country. But at the same time, they're very grateful that that family member fought for their country, in the sense that
America is where it is today because
of that.
Yeah.
Literally because of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
To every family that's ever been handed that folded flag, thank you. We will never forget. This is tough to read. And a lot of you answered the question the whole world has been asking. Why this hit so hard at a game? We played at sporting events to remind us that, though we may be rivals on the field, we are all brothers, ready to defend the flag, the country, and each other. Rivals on the field, brothers off it. And right now, the whole world is watching. Since I was a child, when the American Army was fighting in Vietnam, I heard this song. I didn't understand the lyrics, but the melody made me admire the American soldiers. Because you can come here from any corner of the earth and become one of us. Ronald Reagan said it best. You can move to France, but that doesn't make you French. You can move to Turkey or Japan, but that won't make you Turkish or Japanese. But you can move here from any corner of this world and become an American. I hope our visitors from the World Cup understand that. We're all family here. We're so proud you're here. We're not crying because we think we're better. We're crying because we love her. And we hope you love her as just we love... Oh, We hope you love yours just the same. Take the American spirit home with you and never forget it.
A lot of World Cup fans definitely took the American spirit home because they got a taste of, that culture and that, like they just said, brotherhood and sisterhood, the love.
Yeah.
And a lot of European countries do like that. So, hopefully a lot of people took that home and tried
I think it's just unnatural for us as well, going to a country where everyone's just super friendly, inviting you over. We've seen videos of Europeans just meeting a stranger, an American stranger, and the American stranger's just like, hey, let's go rodeo.
Let me take you shooting.
Yeah,
and they're like shooting guns together.
It's like, you don't get that here.
You don't get that here, yeah. It's a very different world.
Yeah.
The flag still stands tonight. And now I know she stands up because you hold her up. This 62-year-old man is crying. God bless America. And happy 250. And this year, she turns 250 years old. 2.5 centuries. Through every war, every loss, every dark night, we weren't sure we'd make it through. And she is still standing. So thank you.
Very
for every comment.
Good video. It's nice to see like the people getting involved with the content as well, and him making a video on you guys's, message and things he may have left out, because not a lot of YouTube creators do that. So,
and it's good that he redone the video and corrected himself as well. Yeah. You could tell he was really emotional creating the video, especially when he looked deep into the meaning.
Facts. Yeah. Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. We are back tomorrow. That's any last words.
Have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.